What's up, guys? Welcome back to Planet Coaster 2, and we are on the very final scenario for Korea. It's Chapter 4, Final Plunge and Coaster Chasm. Now, this is going to be part 1 up to the gold objective. So Brad's convinced that his Chasm-based park and its thrill-seeking audience are a solid investment, despite the debt that is inherited from the last owners. But this is his chance to show Eugene how far he has come as a coaster engineer, so build up a brilliant park and bring these brothers together. So this is, like I said, the final one. Let's get into it and do this.
Have you seen this place? The heights, the sights, the potential for thrilling coasters is immense. The previous owners knew it too. They had some lofty dreams for this awesome park, but their budget didn't quite match their ambition.
What do you mean by that, Brad?
Look, I know what you're thinking. Here he goes. Brad's got another park with debt hanging over it. And I have. But this isn't like last time. I've done my research. The debt's not too bad. The thrill-seeking possibility for this place is massive, and there are 2 coasters already here just waiting to be finished. You don't need to worry this time, bro. Honestly.
I'm not worried. If I've learned anything recently, it's that you have a good instinct for these things.
You're not worried? Seriously? Usually your eye twitches by this point and you say, Bradley.
If you think it'll work, it's worth a shot.
Oh. Well, no pressure then. Well, let's do this thing.
Okay, so let's see what we've got going on. So let's start by pausing it and seeing where we are. So here's our entrance, and we have a nice path that goes down here to like a round area. What have we got in the round area? We've got a couple of shop shelves, so that's a good area for a little bit of food and drink. We've got a little area here. And then we got a little area here too, and this area here, this little bit here. This looks like a food court of some sort. Yep, and another couple of shop shelves, so that again would be good. We've got actually no rides, and we've got 2 coasters already kind of half pre-built. So let's have a look at what land we've got available. We've got that one there, and we've also got this one over here, so quite a bit of land to work with. So our first objective is to build 2 flat rides. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to start off by leveling off this ground here, see how much we can actually use. I'd like to be able to say it's level with the path. It is. Let's see what we can get out of this bit of land here, because I'm thinking we're going to need to use every bit of land we've got in this park. I might be wrong. Oh, but to be fair, that's quite a big area there. Let's have a look, see what we can do. Can we take all this away? Oh wow, we really can open up. Wow. Yes, let's do that. Can we remove that? Right, so we can't remove that. So what we'll do is just let's decrease the size of that. Just pull it up a little bit, just so that it looks like it's sitting on it. Cool. I think we've got a cracking go there. See if we can't. In fact, let's just see if we can get rid of that overhang, which we can. We might just have to refix that little bit. But oh my, look at all this land we can create. Wow. Oh wow. That is really opening up our... Wow. Oh wow. Yeah, really has kind of opened up everything there. Oh, happy with that. Right, and of course, like I said, just to make it look like it's actually on something, we'll just put that back. Like that. Okay, so we've now got a huge area here that we can explore. Let's go flat rides. Now, this is like an aquatic sort of theme, so let's go with that one, the aquatic buoyancy. And let's see what else we've got. Aquatic sort of style, teacups. Aquatic forge. There we go. Let's do that right on the edge as well. Might have to do it something like that. See what we can do with that exit path. But I think that will give us really good bit of work. I mean, guys, you don't have to do this, of course. This is just me kind of exploring and seeing what can be kind of achieved. So let's just put that path a little bit like that. Let's copy existing texture. So let's click that, and then just paint that up a little bit. Okay, right, let's focus on now putting the entrance path to this one. The blue works quite well as well with the theme. I don't know why it's blue, I really don't. It's been something I did in a previous part by accident. But there we go. And then let's look at this one. In fact, let's get rid of that. Let's just kind of do something a little bit like come on, I know you want to give me it. Give me. There. I might have to just do that. I'll loop it back again and just connect it via there, and then see what I can do with this exit path here. Curve it around to meet the outside of the ride. And round there like that, and the same just maybe do that. yeah, pretty happy with that, guys, I think. Right, so we now need some power up here. So let's go. It looks like we've got power in the park already, so let's just pop that there against there, and then do something like that. Boom. And we can then open both of these rides. So that one and that one, and let's press play. So that gives us that little area there that has like massively increased the park space, and not really, you know, we've not really done anything. We could put a little bit of scenery on it too, if we kind of really fancied, you know, just to pizzazz it up a little bit. See if we can get it to fit. Yeah, like that. And maybe like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Happy with that. Just for, you know, just for a start. We could probably put some shops here too. Yeah, that's. I'm pretty happy with that. Right, so our next objective is to complete the ride Crimson with at least 5 excitement, biggest drop of at least 70 meters, length of at least 500 meters, and set to open. So this is Crimson, I presume. Yep, and this one is Colbert. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to maybe have a play around with this one, guys, and see what I can do to make this ride workable. Okay, guys, so I have actually been having a little bit of trouble with this coaster. I'm not going to lie. So I have found a little guide online. I'm going to share it here with you on the screen now. And we're going to do this together. So to do Crimson, you want to edit coaster. And you want to delete 19 pieces up to the chain lift. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. And I think we actually need to do that one as well. Right, so what it says here is chain lift piece for 60 degrees at 10 meters. So 1. And then a chain lift piece for minus 20 at 10 pieces. So, minus 20. Okay. So that gives us our height. So then, horizontal tilt, vertical tilt, rotation and length. So, horizontal tilt is... hold on, let me make sure I'm going to get this right. So your horizontal, oh my god, horizontal tilt, sorry, is that one, is it? No, we don't want it at 0. 0 is, yeah, sorry, horizontal, and then vertical at minus 45, so that one. Rotation from minus 45, and length of 20. Right, so I make that look like that, and then we want to go for minus 22.5, minus 22. So 22.5 at minus 45 with a rotation of minus 90 at 20 meters, and we do that for 1, 2, 3, and 4. And is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so then it's 45 minus 22. So 45 and minus 22. Rotation of 0 at 20 meters. Oh, that's quite the drop. I don't know if we need to take this one step higher. So you've got 0. Right, I actually think, guys, that needs to go 1 higher and then that. Right, let's go again. Sorry, I'm trying to work this out by reading it off the off this bit at the same time as you guys. So we've got 0 minus 45 minus 45 tilt and 20 meters in length. Okay, right, and then we've got 22.5 minus 45 minus 90 degrees. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we go 45 minus 22 with a 0 degree tilt, like that. And then we go 45, hold on, no, 22.5, 22.5, 0, 45 minutes. What stage am I on here? It's so hard to keep up with where I'm up to here. Right, so we've done 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we did minus 45, minus 22. So we're on 22.5, 0, and 0. And then 22, sorry, 0. 45, 0. Right. For 2. 0, 0, 0. 0 minus 45, 0. For 2, and then 0, 0, 0, and then 0, 45, and 0, and then press auto complete. Okay, let's see how that tests. Doesn't seem a great coaster, but Like I said, this is something I found online that seems to be one that works. So let's fast forward a little bit. See what we get at the end of the test. So we've got 515, 435 and 304. So yes guys, it works. So that is available on your screen during that build. So let's get that set to open. And maybe, I don't know, we'll put the price. Yeah, bargain price at $7. No staff member, so let's hire. I'll tell you what, let's hire a mechanic. Let's hire a ride attendant. Let's hire 2 ride attendants. And let's hire a couple of cleaners. Right, our next objective is to make that profit. Now guys, what I did while I was trying to mess with the coaster was I put a staff room here. I'm also going to start looking at putting a couple of shops in, I think. And I think here there's a high foot traffic area, so this is going to be good. So let's just open that up a little bit. Get the path a little bit wider there and put some, let's put a shop shell there. Probably get away with a few shop shells, to be fair. Because we do need to make the moolah. So let's put a couple of drink shops in. There's one. Two. Tell you what I don't like, guys. I don't like the paths with rails on. That's not a thing that I don't like that. Oh, no power. Is it just outside of the power area? Oh, it is. Look at that. Is anyone actually using the coaster? Currently not. Okay. So, our next objective is anyway to make 10,000 profit. Now, don't forget we are paying a lot here for a lot towards loans. So taking out another loan really isn't an option. So we're going to have to focus on making money the right way. Let's put another couple of let's put food shops in this time. So a sushi shop. Paths can not crack. What's it crossing paths with? What do you mean paths cannot cross? It's not crossing with anything. What are you on about? Oh, something's wrong there. Something happened with the paths underneath. Oh, that's painful. Well, for now, we'll get that one open. And like I said, this is going to be now a waiting game to try and just get some money, because we've only got 1,300, so we can't actually build anything else at the moment. Okay, so with profit now achieved, I'm going to start working on park rating of 1.5. Now, money is a massive issue at the minute, so I've just had a quick look at the park management and the park rating. So the reputation is quite low, unique attractions are quite low. I've put the price up to $2 for entrance fee, and guests are saying that they wish there was a toilet, and there's not much scenery here. So for the next couple of little bits, I'm going to work on that. So I'm going to start by putting a toilet in. So I've just put a shell in there. And now I can start by putting the toilet in there. And again, for some reason, the paths just keep wanting to do that. So we've got a toilet in, that's going to increase happiness straight away. And we could even then look at doing like a loony balloons or something like that. So let's have again look at scenery and do a shop shell. Let's go with a single shop shell, because the other shop shell across the way doesn't seem to have worked so well. So let's put that in there, and let's go with something like a loony balloons or just a memento, or just a memento shop. So add to aquatic shell. There we go, and let's get that open. So we're up to 1.46 now, guys. What I have noticed, this coaster, no matter what price I put it at, no one is riding it, which is really not great. It's like a dead coaster, completely dead coaster. I did want to put another ride in, but being that we've only got 2,300, putting a ride in is out of the question at the minute. But we're up to 1.46. I've put plenty of bins in now, guys, as well. Bins and benches, so that should really help. Let's just have a look at the guests, what they're saying. There are no coasters that match my tolerances. There's not much scenery. See, the problem being, we can't really afford a great deal. So we have to be sparingly with money. That's one of the things that we have to think about, how sparingly we go with money. Right, there we go.
That coaster is looking amazing. I knew building on a canyon would be awesome. But, let me ask you something. Do you really think Eugene is happy with this? Do you think that he thinks that I think that I can do this? Wait, I've confused myself. I just want to show him how much I've learned. It's making me all stressed. Well, maybe I'm getting stressed because I'm becoming more like Eugene. Ha! Man, I really am learning. Anyway, let's crack on. There's still another coaster to finish.
Okay, so that is bronze objective done. Now, our next one is to build 3 new flat rides and set to open. So I think we need to look at a new sort of area, which I presume we're going to look at this sort of area here. We are going to need some serious cash. That's one of the next sort of things that we need to think about. So I think we're going to have to just kind of let it play for a little bit, because we've definitely got loans that we've still got 57,000 to pay back, so that's not going to go anywhere quickly. So it's literally going to be save the money, put a ride in, save the money, put a ride in, and rinse and repeat. Because then we're also going to have to finish this coaster here, I presume. Let's have a look. Complete the ride Colback, build a new coaster, park rating of 2.5, and build 3 new flat rides. So it's really going to take its time, this one. It's not going to be a very quick one. I've got 3 grand. What kind of coaster can I put? Flat rides could I put in for 3 grand? See, I want to put Resurgence in because a Resurgence would actually fit here. I do like Resurgence. As you guys pretty much well know, I use it all the time. That would make an ideal spot for it. It's not big. I can get a decent sized path there, but it is 5,180. So at the moment, that is a bit out of the question. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by getting this ground leveled off as well, so that gives me more room to play with. Oh yeah, look at that. That gives me so much room. It costs a little bit, but nothing that I'm too worried about, because that really is increasing my land twofold, and then once we buy that next bit we can continue that too. Yes, I'm loving it. Huh, actually we can extend quite far. Wow. Okay, and in that time we've gone up to 4,202. So it might look a little bit of a mess at the minute, but do you know what? We could actually probably... I wonder if we can extend it across the canyon. Wow, that would give us... Wow, we can, guys. Look at that. That's going to give us tons of room to work with, and because it's flat as well, it gives us that extra easiness. God damn. Wow, happy with that. Happy that we can just, really make a great bit of work there. Okay, actually we've got 4,500 at this point, so let's have a look at what we can do. That's 5,000. We've got monsoon shoot, full flight, grand carousel. I'll tell you what's always a good one to have in. Kickflip's good, but that's 5. Chairplane is always a really strong contender for a great ride. And if we pull it there, then we're not taking up too much room. So we can go there with the entrance, and we put the exit there. Like that. That should bring in a good bit of cash. more people to the park, which is what we need. And then the exit line from there, just to there. Get that open. There we go. So that's our first flat ride. And you can already see it's starting to get popular straight away. Like I said, it's always a good solid ride. So is Resurgence. And that's why I want to put Resurgence here. Just to kind of finish off this little area. I think that will work beautifully. And then we can really think about doing a nice sort of area over here. We're up to 2,300 again already. So I wonder what other sort of flat rides are kind of cheap. That's 4K. 3,290. 5,000. Hyperspin. We could go with a hyperspin. That would be possibly ideal too. Right on the sort of like cliff edge there as well. Or do we want to kind of build over here so that we're making a pretty cool area over here too? Right, let's think about paths first. So we need it like 6. Let's have it curved so we can go around here to a ride. We can go around here. In fact, we can then loop whatever that is there all the way around. So that gives us a nice area for a couple of rides here in the middle. And then we can, of course, possibly put this path so that it goes outwards to that way and into that area for the future. So let's have a look at flat rides. What did we say? We said hyperspin. Now hyperspin would fit there. It would fit there. It'd also fit there too. Let's put it there. Let's put our entrance there and our exit there. And a nice, easy looping sort of path again. Gives plenty of queuing space without taking too much room. Because that's what we're after. And then that there, and boom, let's get that open. We're back up to 3,500. So I actually want to, I do want to get Resurgence in, so that is going to be something I'm going to save up for. Resurgence is a really strong ride, definitely. And then we can think about putting some shops and toilets and stuff over here too. And we have got this little area here actually that we could put shops. We have got the facilities already here. So let's kind of think about that. what's happened over here. Let's just see if we can't fix this. Well, it's kind of worked, hasn't it? Paths are such a pain in the bum in this game. That, in theory, then gives us our room for the shops that we want to place. We're up to 5,200, so we're almost at the magic number for resurgence. So let's get ready for that. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, we are at the magic number for resurgence, and I think that just there will work absolutely bang on. Put the entrance there, put the exit there, make a nice strong short path again. Get that open. Right, so then that gives us our third and final flat ride. We've got nearly 1,000 people in the park, and we've got loads of room to work and play with as well, guys. So the next objective will be to complete Colbat, and look at that, guys. Literally no one is using it, which is really frustrating. But we are going to refer back to this little guide in a second. Okay, so what this one says here is to delete 8 pieces from the coaster, everything up to the chain lift, and leave the end of the coaster exactly as it is, and follow the same steps again. So let's do that. So 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then go with. I reckon it needs to be the same height as that. Okay, so let's go with 0 degrees, minus 45, and minus 45, and of course it's got to be 20 in length as well. So let's extend the length. 20. So then we go 25, 22.5 minus 45 minus 90, and we go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then we're going to go with 45 minus 20, and then 0 degrees. I'm just making sure that's right. 45. Yeah, and then we're going to go 22.5, 0, and 0. Basically, it's going to be the same coaster. So then we work on 0, but 45. We do that for 2. And we do 0, 0, 0, minus 45. And again. And then we go to 0, 0, 0. 45, and then it says finish the track. So that in effect should be everything we need then to have that coaster complete. So let's go and test that and see what the results are, and hopefully it will meet all of them and we can move on from this silly sort of objective. Okay, boom, it does absolutely everything you need. So guys, that is how you do that. Let's set that to open and move on. Okay, so I have, I'm not going to lie here, I have found a coaster in the Frontier Workshop that will work for this. I did spend a bit of time trying to build one, design one, but it just wasn't working. It's quite an objective to beat. So, the coaster I have found is called Coaster Chasm Silver Objective, and it is by another creator, so I'm not going to take any credit for this one, but I am going to use it. And it's quite a hefty coaster, but I found that it actually fits pretty perfectly here, where I've put our new bit of land. It works, it fits pretty well there, and I'm quite happy with that location. So I'm going to pop it in, and I'm going to put the coaster on for test, and while it's on test I'm going to sort out the paths and stuff. Now it is it's not a cheap coaster by any means. It's quite an expensive coaster, 24,000, something like that. And because I've come out of this, my paths have changed, so we're just going to change that. Hoping to use this sort of like to link around to that once I do buy this next part. I need some power going over here, so let's kind of pull it there. Paths can there is no bloody paths. Okay, right. So while that's just testing, what else I have done is I have put over here just another couple of shops and some bins, a staff room, and then I've just made sure there's like another toilet, so there's a toilet there. These are now fully functioning shops, if they weren't before, I can't quite remember, and a toilet. So as you can see there, this coaster ticks all of them boxes. We've got 6.2 for excitement, less than 5 fear, and obviously the average speed and the length is more than enough. So we now need to focus on getting our paths in place, and it looks like whoever's created this one has also added a fast pass as well. So we're going to go, we'll go like this and then pull it down to the ground Come on. Come on. Just have to kind of deal with that, I think. And then finish it nicely going like that. And we can actually put the priority on as well. Because we might as well. It's got a priority line. So I tell you what, let's put our exit path, and we want that just as a 4. In fact, let's make sure we're finishing that first. And then we're just going to have to pop it like that for now, make like a little S, there we go, and then we're gonna just put, we are going to use the priority pass, we might as well, it's already been made. And we'll just put that there on the exit. And let's get it open.
This park is truly spectacular. You did a great job on those 2 coasters. A marvelous display of engineering. By the way, have you noticed Brad change lately? He seems much more focused. You don't think he's outgrown his big brother, do you? That he doesn't need me anymore?
Hey guys, what's going on? Admiring the park?
Yes, exactly. Break's over, though. Let's continue.
So that is our silver objective done. And let's kind of hope that it's going to draw some people this way to use it, because it is a hefty amount of money to pay to have that coaster open. So we do need to be focusing on that. So our next objective is to build yet another coaster with at least 5 fear, 5 excitement, at least 5 seconds of airtime, twice by the looks of it. So that again is going to be another venture. Now we've only got $816 at the minute, so that's going to be quite a way off. We need to have average drive maintenance above 90%, another coaster, and a daily income greater than 100,000. So this is quite a lot to take in at the moment, and a lot to kind of work on. So I think at the moment, guys, it's just a matter of now. I'm going to just play the game and generate some money until I've got a fair amount of money to actually work. And I would like to put some more flat rides in and stuff like that as well, and really open up the park a little bit. We've got this little bit of land here I'd like to use, and of course we can now extend over to here, and we also have this area. It's got a funny colour of red as well, for the end of the day. So we do want to do some work to it, and then what I'll do is, once I've got 20, 30, maybe 40 grand in the bank and a few more rides put in, I'll come back. Okay guys, so after a little bit of work, I have done a few extra little things. I've put a How to Scouter in, I've put the Tiny Eye, I've put this little food court area, another toilet and stuff like that, and I've also put, which is pretty much my favourite coaster of mine, this one, in. I also brought this bit of land and flattened it all down. Now, what you're looking at here is yet another coaster that is for the gold objective. Now, again, I have downloaded this one from the from the Frontier Workshop, because again, I couldn't really be bothered to design a coaster. I'm not gonna lie. You know, normally I don't have a problem designing the coasters, but just as of these last few, I couldn't really be bothered that much. I know that sounds, you know, pretty a poor excuse, sort of, but I can't say that I have been bothered to be able to do it. So these few that I have been using are going to be available on the Frontier Workshop. I can upload them as my own if I wanted to, but I'd rather you go and kind of download them from the people that have pre-created this one. So this one's called Cannonia, whatever it is. Let me just show you what it looks like. There, so it's called Coaster Chasm Gold number 1. It is 42,500, so it is a fair old price for a coaster. But we are getting to the point now where this is kind of expected, as what they are asking is pretty heavy work now. A lot of work to go into making these coasters work as well as they do. So yeah, like I said, not gonna lie, it's not something I have created, and I'm not going to upload it to the Frontier Workshop as my own. But guys, go and grab it from the Frontier Workshop, as whoever has made it has obviously put a lot of time and effort into making it. So I don't want to take any sort of credit for it at all. So I'm just doing a little bit of dressing. I mean, my park is now up to 4.6 stars. So we are in a really strong position. Now with this coaster, I've tried to get it to fit so that it kind of loops in with the other coaster, and it really fits in quite well. But I've had to do some adjustments, as you can see over here, to fit in and stuff like that. It's a hefty old coaster. Now the next coaster we are being asked to make as well is also an 800 prestige with at least 7 excitement, 1,000 meters with a drop of at least 65. So I'm hoping that I have actually got something in my creations that might work. Let's have a look. That's 6.56, 6.14, 7.74. I just don't think that's got the big drop. It hasn't. High Fear Double Trouble. Now this, I made this one before. It's probably got the drop, but not the length of track, which is rather annoying. But that would fit there. It would fit there. I wonder if it has got the length of track. We're going to have to wait until we've got 18k. But do you know what? I don't think it's far off. Probably the 1,000 meters. And it's certainly got the biggest drop, I think, of 65 meters. So I wonder if we could just wait until we get that cash, and let's see if it works. Okay, so for this next coaster, actually quite lucky, there is a pre-built coaster called it's called Ascent, and it is a one that's already been pre-built for the game, and this one actually ticks all the boxes. So guys, all I'm going to do here is literally, I've placed it in a really awkward place. It is floating. It's not ideal. I'm not gonna lie, it's not. It's not fantastic, but all I need to do is get it to be open. If I can get it open, then I can literally just delete it. Now, don't get me wrong, I tried creating a coaster. I really did. The best I could get close, but I couldn't quite finish it. So, we're going to open this one. And that ticks the objective.
Oh, wicked! They're exciting, the scenery is great, and the guests are losing their minds. Well, not literally losing their minds. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen, am I right?
Bradley Newton, did you just casually acknowledge risk?
Yeah, I guess I did. Huh. Are you tearing up over there, Eugene?
No. No, I'm fine. I'm just... You've really come a long way.
Hey, I had a good role model, which is also how I know there's still work to be done. Let's get back to some tasks.
So with that, that removes the gold objective is now complete, and I have just pressed the back button a few times there. It got rid of it. You know, that's all you need to do. If you want to keep it in the park, actually, it's not a bad ride. And if you want to, you know, maybe find the correct place for it, that would work. I mean, there's all this room over here that really would work. But with what I've got already in this park with these two monstrosities, it didn't want to work over this side. But guys, that will be the end of part 1. Join me in part 2 where we go for the platinum objective, and it will be the very last Planet Coaster 2 scenario video until they bring out some DLCs. If they bring out some DLCs, then I can do them also, but for now, as of today, which is like the 7th or 8th of February 2025, there is no DLCs available. So join me in part 2. If you check here on the left hand side of your screen, it will be there, and check out the full playlist here on the right hand side of the screen. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.